about to take everything off. Take the beef ribs and the hold on, I'm getting stuff. I'm about to take the beef ribs off and take the brisket off so I can wrap them, and the Boston butt so I can wrap them so they can smoke and get tender. And then I'm going to be taking the whole chickens off. I'm going to glaze them real quick and let the sauce set, and then I'll take them off, but they're pretty much ready. But I'm just going to show you what I'm going to kind of do. I'm going to go ahead and glaze the chickens. Those chickens are really good. Whole chickens. Put a light glaze on them. I do these when I smoke my whole chickens. I do these a little bit different than I do my barbecue. I sometimes put my barbecue sauce on them, but when I do whole chicken, I like to put like a little special Asian zing glaze on it. Something I like to do. It just makes it a little bit different. But I'm gonna let this set on it. Then I'm going to take the brisket off. I'm not sure you guys can hear me, but I'm sorry about that. I'll take the brisket off. We'll do it that way. Let me see if I can move the camera a little bit better so you can see that. I apologize. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. But these chickens are already ready. Look at that color on them. Good to go. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to wrap my beef ribs. I took them off at a temperature I took them off around 165, and then I'll just get them wrapped. Oh, let me get my gloves. Sorry about that. Got to have your gloves on doing this because it can get messy. Hopefully you can see me. It's hard trying to do this by yourself, but I got the beef ribs here, and all I'm gonna do is just wrap them. I don't put anything else on them. I just wrap them and let them go. I put a little bit of this glaze on them. Nice bark on it, just a little bit. I don't like to add too much to it, but I'm gonna wrap them. What this is going to do, it's going to tenderize the meat. It's going to break down that muscle, make them real nice and tender. I'm going to do the same thing with the Boston butt and the brisket. I don't want to move the bark on it too much. Just a little bit of glaze on it. And keep in mind, this is the way I do it. I understand some of y'all might not do it this way, but y'all will be all right. But just know my food is good. All right, I got the beef ribs already taken care of. Now let's get the brisket. Woo! Look at that bad boy there. Look at the bark on her. That is crazy. One thing about when you're cooking barbecue, when you're smoking meat, You got to know what you're doing when you're messing with brisket. And I took this one off around about a temperature about 170, and I want to try to, I'm gonna let it smoke, well, get it wrapped and let it cook until it hits a temperature about 200, 205, somewhere around there. And then we should be able to take it off, let it rest, and then, oh no, and then be able to slice it. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up. Same thing with this one, I like to put just a little bit of glaze on it. I don't like to add too much sugar to my beef, but I do add a little bit just to blend the flavor. I like my flavors to blend. So we're gonna have to wrap this with 2 pieces of paper, 2 pieces of foil. Not a problem. We can get that done, not a problem. I was gonna use butcher paper, but I just didn't feel like going back to the store. I guess I'm not necessarily particular in any one way, butcher paper or foil, but I've found that foil tends to bring more moisture to your meat, and if you're looking for that good, they call that juice, the au jus, you can get it from there. With butcher paper, it's still going to allow the air to circulate through, and but it just doesn't create as much moisture. It will render a lot of the oil from the meat, which is good, so you don't have to deal with it, but it's just a personal preference. Now let's get that Boston butt. Woo, look at that bad boy there. Look at that. Crazy good. We're gonna wrap her too. Put her in a nice blanket. There we go. Gosh, that's beautiful. Beautiful piece of meat. We're gonna do this also. Just put a little light glaze on it. That crust is set in. I'm very pleased with that. You know, a lot of people, you know, I'm a lump cold wood type of guy. I don't knock people for gas grills. You like what you like. You know, there's so many different preferences, but I like that natural wood flavor. And we're gonna do the same for this. Gonna let that temperature, gonna let this smoke, let that temperature get up to about 200, 205 on this one as well. And you're gonna make sure you wrap them good, because I don't want it to leak on me and that oil get down in the fire. So we're gonna go ahead and put these back on the grill and let them keep going. And next I'll be putting the ribs on.